What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today's video, we're going to talk about frog fishing. We're going to talk about my favorite frog fishing setup. I'm going to talk about my favorite types of frogs, the different types of frogs, and the best times of year to catch fish on a frog. So as you've seen in the promo in the video at the beginning, those are some of my favorite frogs. I just wanted to highlight them and let you see my favorite colors and different types. There's so many different brands, there's so many different colors, there's so many different shapes and sizes to frogs. So we're gonna get into it, talk about my frog setup, talk about my favorite types of frogs and all the many different sizes and techniques and types of them. So let's get into it right now. All right, so this is my frog box. As you can see, there's a lot of frogs in here. I have so many different kinds, a bunch. I got your plain Jane, just regular frogs. I have popping frogs. I have little bitty frogs. Look like bait fish. So as you can see, there are many different types of frogs in this box, and there's so many different types on the market. And me personally, I like to have a wide variety. I like to have almost all different types of kinds and shapes and sizes. But I'm gonna be honest with you, throughout the year fishing, in the spring and summer when I'm fishing a frog, I really only use maybe 4. And they're just basic. I got 2 popping frogs and 2 regular frogs that I use throughout the year. Now, these smaller ones, like these little Booyah Pad Crasher Juniors, I'll use these in ponds, rivers, places where, you're gonna catch a number of fish, where you need a smaller bait forage. They're very successful in rivers and ponds. If you're gonna use, you can use them on a big lake, and I've had a lot of success using them on big lakes, especially while high pressured fish. But, this one right here, this is more of a finesse type topwater technique, these smaller frogs. If I'm at Lake Eufaula, Seminole, heck, I'll even use it on Lanier or here at West Point in my home lakes, and that's just a regular body-styled frog. This is a Strike King KVD Sexy. I think it's a sexy frog. I don't know the correct name of it. I think it's the KVD Sexy Frog, but yeah, that sucker right there is OG. Heck, then we have, I don't have the paddle on it right now. Well, there it is. It's right here. This is a Booyah, I think it's the paddle tail frog. So it's just a regular bodied frog. It's a little bit wider of a body, as you can see, but it comes with this paddle tail, and it goes on the back and it paddles kind of like a buzzbait. I don't use that one much, just being honest. And then you have my personal favorites. You have the popping frogs. So as you can see here, here's a Terminator popping frog. This sucker right here, I have caught a 3-pounder on this sucker at Eufaula. This is a really awesome frog. Weird color, yellow. I've never seen a yellow frog, but works really great in overcast conditions. Then we have the Strike King popping perch. Really resembles, any kind of bait fish from a sun, brim, sungill, whatever. It looks like some kind of bait fish. Can even resemble a frog also. So there's many different types, there's many different shapes and sizes of frogs, but me personally, I stick to the basics. I stick to 2 types of popping frogs and 2 types of regular frogs. Colors, where I live, when it comes to popping frogs, you got your really natural, like this 6th Sense frog, your dark green and brown with polka dots. That looks like a real natural toad or tree frog. You got your blacks that I like to use. I'm a really big black fan when it comes to frogs, this color, especially in sunshine days. And then when we're going to just a normal, frog, I like to just, like I said, I like to go to the really natural colors. Let's see if I can find one right here. This was one of my really favorite colors. So you got your real natural color frog. This is the kind of type of color you're gonna see your, your natural colored frogs here at home in the woods or on your front porch or around your house. And then I got this one. This is my personal favorite, the smoke color, and the Booyah Pad Crasher. Works really well on sunny days. Even looks really good on overcast days. It's that translucent color with that dark splattered finish on it. It just works really great. My personal favorite, these 2 right here. Okay, so let's talk about the setup. All right, got that off. Okay, so my setup is pretty simple, just being honest. It's not brand loyal, it's kind of all over the place. That's kind of how my rod and reels are and all my products are. I'm not very brand loyal with any types of baits, but if you watch my TikToks and you've seen, I had posted this setup on TikTok. This is a Lew's Greg Hackney Hack Attack rod. It's a 7-foot heavy. The reason for that, 7 foot helps me whip it up under trees, docks a little bit better. It's better for skipping. More than likely when you're fishing this frog, you're not going to be making bomb 70-yard casts. You're going to be, throwing at the bank, close combat types of situations with this top water. And reel, I'm just, you know, I'm a big Shimano fan. I'm a really big Shimano fan. This is a Shimano SLX MGL. This is a 7-gear ratio. I like that faster gear ratio so I can wind that bait in a lot faster, especially if they're schooling up on the bank or I see one blow up. Or even if I get one in heavy matted grass and vegetation, you want to crank him out as fast as you can. So I go 7-gear ratio. I don't go really much higher than that. Line, I'm using Berkeley Trout Big Game braid. This is a 35 pound, depends on where I'm at. You know, if I'm at Seminole, Eufaula, I'll go up to like 50 to 65 pound braid. But here at home in West Point, Lanier, Oconee, you know, them lakes, I'm gonna go with 30 pound to 35 pound braid. It really, it's not a deal breaker. It really isn't. I can use this at Eufaula too. You know, it's just you won't braid anything 30 pounds plus because you're really gonna be fishing this frog in heaviest of cover. From grass, up under trees, docks, and you want to be careful, especially when you hook up with these fish, because you don't want to lose a frogfish because their bites, you know, they're not constant, they're here and there. So, you know, you want to wind them fish in and catch them successfully. No missed fish or no breaks in your line, especially when you're constantly fishing around grass. Now, this frog right here is a Spro Bronzeye Popping Frog. This is my personal favorite right here. This is Rainforest Black. I have caught my PB on this exact frog. My PB frog fish is a 7-pounder, and this sucker right here is caught like 6s and 5s, and it's caught that 7 and plenty of 2 and 3s. Like, this frog is, to me, OG. Like, this is the one. This sucker right here, it is the best. Get you a little look right there. Rainforest Black. As you can see, she got little battle scars. I do trim the skirt down on some of these just to get a little bit of walking action. This one might be a little too short just because I've used her for so long and I've had the skirt just start to deteriorate. I gotta get her. I don't think you can replace the skirts on frogs. If you do know that, comment down below if you've done that before. But I've never replaced the skirts on frogs. I've replaced the hooks, but I've never replaced the actual skirt. And I'll tell you something about frog fishing and these baits. You know, after you get to using them so much, they really become soft. And the softer they get, the better they are. They walk better, they skip better, and they also have a whole lot better hookup ratio. You can just barely, and they'll get it. And I've changed the hooks out on them a couple times. You have to, especially when you're fishing around that much vegetation. This is a new hook right here I've had on this one. I use the Trocar frog hooks, and sometimes I'll use Mustad, but yeah, that's bad boy right there. Very bad boy. But okay, guys, if you enjoyed that video and you learned something, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, check me out on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and peace out.